Caleb, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Exciting times, my friend. You had a movie recently premiered on Prime Video, Underdoggs. Man, how's your life been with all this? With all the, I've been watching your interviews. I've been watching all over the place, social media.
Actually, it's been cool. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have I say a good handful of people come up to me and be like, "Oh wait, you was in the Underdogs movie. Like you played Dwayne, number 21, like Pretty Boy stuff like that." But it's been really chill. It's been chill. I done had a few people come and take pictures with me and stuff, but that's about it for.
Amazing. We're gonna jump into the movie in a little bit more too, but part of this interview, and I like to get to know more about like what made you get into this industry. What made you jump into the acting world? What did you fall in love with?
So actually, like I'm gonna be honest. Actually, I wasn't really into acting. Like at first, I wasn't really into it. I was just straight sports, like just straight athlete. But my sister actually started acting before me, my little sister, and then my mom. She was like, "You should try it. At least try something new." So I was like, "Okay." So then I tried it. I got my first part, and I was on set. I had these lines, and I got to play different characters. Like I got to be someone else while also being me. So I was like, hold up, this is kind of cool. I like this. So then after that, I was just like, I like acting. I want to do more.
Mm. Now you've had your taste of a little bit of TV, a little bit of film. What's the goal? Do you have like a goal that you want to hit someday?
Actually, yeah. See, my goal is to just be like a big known actor, but my main goal is to be on an action movie. Like I wanna have an action movie like where I'm the hero. Like it's just all like the hero stories just all around me, and it's just like I just be doing flips, all of that. Like I want to be in an action movie.
Do you have a favorite action star that you watch his movies or her movies that you enjoy?
Actually, I do. I love Chadwick Boseman. Sadly, he passed away, but I love Black Panther. That is my favorite superhero movie.
Would you want to do a superhero movie too, or just action?
Oh, nah, most definitely a superhero movie. Yeah,
Marvel, DC, what's your preference?
I gotta say Marvel. Like, no offense to DC. I like DC, but I like Marvel. Like, yeah,
Yeah. Do you have a favorite? I know you mentioned Black Panther. Do you have a favorite movie or action hero movie of all time?
of all time,
Superhero movie.
of all time, I gotta give it back to Black Panther. I'm just like in love with Black Panther. But besides Black Panther, I'm gonna have to say like the movie that came out last year, Blue Beetle. I love
Mm.
that movie too. That movie is good. I like
Sholo was amazing on that. I had him on the show. Great person.
that.
So yeah, us jump into underdogs now, my friend. Oh, there's Sean. I'll cut this part out. So yeah, let's jump into underdogs. Tell us a little about how would you approached for this film, and tell us about your audition for Dwayne.
So my audition, when I first got the audition, I wasn't really trying to do it because there was a lot of cursing in it, and my part had a lot of cursing. Like I was kind of uncomfortable doing it because around that time I was living with my uncle, like me, my siblings, and my mom was like my uncle. So it was like at that time we was kind of going through some stuff a little bit, but like during when I was doing the audition, like I'm very respectful, so I don't really want to curse in front of my mom. But while doing the audition, it was like my uncle had came in. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna help you do it like that," and I did the audition. But when I had did the audition, I say probably like a few weeks later, I got a call back. And when I got the call back, that's when I first met the other castmates, like the rest of us, the rest of the kids. I had met Snoop, and that was just cool. Like that was fun. It was real fun. We all just like connected as soon as we got on the meeting, on the callback, and then a few months later, I got the part, and I was so happy, man.
I mean, did Snoop give you the call that you got the role?
Nah, actually, what's it called? The casting directors had called my manager, and then my manager had called my mom, and they was talking. I was like literally, I was in the I was laying down in my bed. I was actually asleep. So
Mm.
then my what's it called? My mom had ran in my room and had woke me up, and then like she was telling me to come here, so I ran in there. she put my manager on speaker. She told me I got the part, and I was just happy. Like I was running around, I was jumping up and down. Like it was just like one of the best moments of my life.
Amazing. So we see you in the movie as Dwayne. Any challenges playing this character? Did you find it easy because of your background in sports? You know, you said you mentioned you played basketball and football. Any challenges playing this character? Or did you find it easy?
I wouldn't really say it was like completely easy. There were some challenges. Some of the like one of the challenges was the scene when I was in the car with Snoop by myself. Like one of the challenges was I really had to tap into that moment, and I really had to reconnect with myself and what I was going through to put it together with the character so it could make the scene just seem as real as
Mm,
possible.
mm. We see Dwayne grow throughout this movie. How did you approach like trying to play this character?
Trying to play this character, I had to really I had to bring out another side of me because
Mm,
there's a few sides of me. There's like chill me. Then there's me that has like all the drip. Like he just want like to look nice all the time. So I really had
mm,
to mix those two at the same time while being Dwayne. So it's like I had to really tap in with being a hype beast and wearing all those accessories, and then like really, you know what I'm saying, really just trying to compress myself so I could grow in the movie.
mm. What did you love about this character, Dwayne?
What I loved about him was that Dwayne, he had all the fly stuff. Like Dwayne, he had the arm sleeves. He even had an earring that I had to put on. He had the gold do rag. I love that. And also, I love the name that he had, like the nickname Pretty Boy. I love that name, like because I could kind of, you know what I'm saying, I kind of relate to it a little bit. You know? But Pretty Boy, I love the nickname that they had gave him, and I just like his character all around, his style.
Mm. We see throughout the movie, you know, you have a couple football scenes and everything. Tell us a little about the football scenes. Any did you get hurt at all doing any of those tackles or vice versa? Or like tell us a little about that.
Actually, one of the scenes, I wouldn't really say I got hurt, but it did hurt my finger a little bit. It was like in the championship when I had went up for a pick against the red team. You know,
Mm,
we had to keep doing that because it's like when the ball had came, it was like I had to catch it in front of the dude's helmet. So it's like the helmet would hit my finger, but I didn't really get hurt because we just kept doing it. But like it was kind of cold, and like you know how the cold be when you
mm,
like hit your hand on something.
mm. When you joined this film, you're one of the leads. Any pressure going to there as a lead, working right next to Snoop Dogg?
Uh, yeah, it's a little bit of pressure. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of pressure because since you're one of the leads, it's like people want to see you do good and they expect you to like bring out that character because that's what they casted you for. So it's like they casted you because they feel like you're good for the role. So it's like once you're there, you gotta really like lock in. You gotta really tap in and bring out the character so it could make the whole movie, you know what I'm saying, seem good since you're one of the leads. Since you're one of the leads, so it can seem real as possible.
This movie is, you know, it's obviously it's Snoop Dogg taking over a football team, trying to coach them and everything. You guys are the underdogs. What like theme or message do you think this movie gives out to the viewers that are going to tune in to watch this?
This movie, the message that I feel that it gives out is that don't forget about where you came from. You know, like don't forget about the people who raised you. Don't forget about the people who helped you get to where you're going in life, or even where you're at in life. Like if you get bigger, don't forget about the people that helped you up. Because when you're down at your lowest, those are going to be the people that you gonna try to go back for help. And if you do them wrong, then they probably gonna do you wrong. So just make sure never forget them. Always show them with respect. You know what I'm saying? Even come back sometimes to talk to them. Don't just forget about them because when you're down at your lowest, those gonna be the people that you look back to for help.
Mm. As this being like one of your biggest roles, what are you hoping for? Like the audience remembers mostly about you and Dwayne.
What I hope them to remember is that like I said, going back to seeing with it in the car,
Yeah.
don't let where you came from affect who you are. So like if you came from somewhere that like you don't really got it like that, like don't try to hide it because when you hide it, then you putting on something that's not really you. And if that's not really you, then people are never gonna know the real you. So always be true to yourself and just don't ever just worry about where you came from. Just always keep it pushing and just be yourself.
Did Snoop Dogg give you any advice when you joined this film?
He did actually. When we was doing the scenes, he was telling me to like, don't make the scene so sad, but make it real. Make people believe it. Like add your own flair, but also like make sure you seem down, because not too sad, but make sure you seem down so it could seem like as real as possible and connect it with your story.
Amazing. Underdogs is available on Prime Video. What's next for you? Any other projects you're allowed to tell us about that you're coming out or you're working on?
No projects yet. You know, still doing auditions so I can make sure I get me, my next role.
Amazing. Caleb, lastly, how can the listeners and viewers now find you on social media to keep up with you?
You can find me on my Instagram at KingK33. And then you can also go to my YouTube at KingK. And those are my socials that y'all could go. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, subscribe, all of that.
Amazing. Caleb, I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes today. This was great.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.